morning, warriors. Good morning, how are you? Me too. Please join me in the pledge to the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I will hide its words in my heart, that I might not sin against God. Please join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I thought we'd go over our few, okay, my brain is gone. I'll say it, you tell me the answer. How about that? Leave it. If you blow it, did you find something? Thank you. We have been finding lots of things lately. It is spring, and we are finding all kinds of things on the playground that don't belong to us for some reason, and we are having to learn that lesson. So thank you for being willing to do that. So we've been talking about the virtue of what? What's our virtue this week? Anybody remember? Okay, way back in the back. Openness, thank you. And the opposite of openness is, Corey? Wow, thank you, Corey, stubbornness. So today we're going to talk about making sure that you are open before it's too late and life gets harder. So being open means being willing to do something, being willing to do what you're asked to do, or being willing to do what you need to do. It's not just something that you can choose. So sometimes it's maybe something that you want to try, like when Brendan came and talked to us about his art. He was not forced to do that, but he was willing to do it. But there are some things that we need to be willing to do that we don't have a choice about. And a lot of that is what it looks like at school. And the other day in kindergarten, we read a story called Berloit's the Bear by Jan Brett. And I love Jan Brett's books because she retells folk tales. And most folk tales have a moral, kind of like a fable, like Aesop's fables. So in this story of Berloit's the Bear, Berloit's and his friends play in an orchestra, and they're on the way to the forest to play for a ball. And what happens is Berloit's instrument is not sounding too good. There's something wrong with it. It's making a strange buzzing noise, and he's trying to figure it out, but he realizes he's almost out of time. So they hop onto a wagon, and they hitch up a mule. Now, what do you know about mules? Mules are what, Emma Q? Yes, half donkey, half horse. What are mules like? Yes, you. Mules are stubborn, okay? They want to make up their own rules. They don't want anybody to tell them what to do. Are you ever like that? Of course not. Of course not. Well, I am. Anyway, so they hitch up the mule, and they're going down the road, and all of a sudden there's a hole. In Corpus Christi, I think we call it a pothole, right? So he hits a pothole, and he says, "This is too hard. I'm not willing to go any further," and the mule sits down. Okay, so I'm going to keep telling this story, and when I come to a point in the story, I'm going to do this, and you're going to say, "But the mule was stubborn." Okay, let's practice it. Ready? Okay, so they're going down the road. The mule sits down in the pothole, and along comes a rooster, and the rooster says, "Well, I can help." And he hitches himself to the mule, and he starts pulling on the rope, and he pulls, but and he wouldn't get up. So along comes a cat, and the cat says, "Well, I'm bigger than the rooster." And so the cat pulls and pulls, but so everybody's trying to help this mule be willing. And along comes a dog, and the dog says, "Well, I'm bigger than the cat. Surely I can get the mule, but..." So along comes a horse. Now, a horse is big, and he says, "I'm strong enough to get this mule." And he hitches himself to the mule, and he starts pulling, but still unwilling to move. Well, here comes an ox, and you know an ox is probably the strongest farm animal of all, and he is determined to pull this mule out, so he hitches himself, and all the animals are lined up from small to large, and they pull on this mule, but and nobody can get the mule to be willing to go down the road. So the bears are getting nervous and they start tuning up their instruments, and Burloitz, who has something wrong with his cello, starts tuning his instrument, and the buzzing that was going on before stops, and out flies a bee from his cello. And the bee flies over, and what do you think happens to the mule, Grace? Yes, the donkey gets stung, and all of a sudden the donkey leaps up and pulls the cart down the road. So the moral of the story is, if someone's trying to help you and you're still too stubborn, don't wait until it hurts to be willing to do what you're supposed to do. So today, be willing the first time. Okay, thank you. We're going to sing our Alleluia. I understand some of us still have some ERB testing this morning, yes? Yeah, so do your work. The Lord be with you. in you.